Today, I'm going to show you how to build anything with Google Gemini. So today we're deep diving into Google Gemini 3 and the entire Google ecosystem for AI. And this is not just like another AI model drop. This is Google showing you how to automate your entire business without writing a single line of code. So, and this is the same ecosystem that lets you compete with teams of other people by just using these free tools. And the setup is pretty simple. So I'm showing you exactly how everything connects together. And if you've been using ChatGPT or Claude and feeling like you're missing out, you are. Google just handed you a complete automation system. Most people have no idea how to actually use it. So stay locked in. This changes everything. Let's get straight into it. So you can use Google Gemini 3 inside gemini.google.com. And from here, you can actually switch between these different tools. So for example, let's say you want to do something like deep research. Deep research is really good for just going super deep on a certain topic. So if you have a specific problem inside your business, deep research is one of the best ways to really figure out or learn the skill required to help you build that constraint. So let's say, for example, I need to improve churn rates at my SEO agency. I can say, okay, do a deep dive on how to improve churn rates for my SEO agency, plus some of the best strategies and actionable methods to improve that. And you can easily do that. Now, in the meantime, whilst waiting for that, if you're looking for ideas, if you're not sure, okay, what do I need to actually do deep on, or how can I use this practically for my business and personalize it to mine? Let's say you've been using Claude. You could go inside Claude here and you could say, okay, what's the number one constraint inside my business that I need to fix? And from here, you can get an idea. Now, Claude or Gemini or ChatGPT, whichever AI you speak to most, will give you the answers, right? So for example, here, if you look at this example, it's based on your current situation, right? It's very personalized to me. The number one constraint is still awareness. Specifically, why don't 100x more people know about the AI profit boardroom, for example, right? And then it will give you a bunch of ideas. And then you can plug that into Gemini, for example, and you could go, okay, give me a deep research report that helps me solve this problem, right? Hit enter. It'll give you a proposal based on that. And then from there, you can start building this out. Lee Davis says, it's not live. It's an old live. It is a new live. Don't worry about that, Lee. We've got someone from Portugal. Welcome back. By the way, these videos, when we upload them after 24 hours, I think YouTube auto-dubs them. But from here, we can start getting the research report. See, for example, you've got improving SEO agency retention, and it's basically going to research, analyze, investigate, give us actionable communication strategies, explore methods to fix it, identify proactive health check systems, and then look at retention tactics that improve results. And if you're happy with that, you can just click research. If you're not happy with that, you can click edit plan and then edit this before you actually go ahead, right? So you can actually say, okay, give me a list of actionable strategies plus organize them by the highest impact task first, then turn this into a 30-day actionable plan. And from here, you can start going off and doing it, right? Lee says, oops, I stand it corrected. It is live. There we go. CPT says, here's my guy. Could see it. And we're going to keep going through with this, right? So we're building this out, as you can see. Just updated the list. Now we can improve it. Here's start research, and we can start automating it. Now, I think that's one of the most underrated ways to use this. What we can also do here is we can actually go into NotebookLM. NotebookLM is another free tool that uses Gemini 3. And then from here, we can start building stuff out as well, right? So for example, if you saw my live stream yesterday, you actually saw that we took our sales training SOP, plugged that into Notebook, created a kind of custom GPT, as you can see here, but it's a notebook and it's trained on our specific sales training. And then from here, we've got all these things on the right-hand side. So for example, we actually have a slide deck, right? If we pull this up, we've got a beautifully designed slide deck that we've automated with AI. And you can see how cool this is and the way that it's used. One of the best things about this is it's designed, it's user research that we've plugged in, so the sources that we've used specifically. So I plugged in the sales playbook for our team. And then you can see that it's designed it into a beautiful slideshow presentation, as you can see, right? And it's super actionable. It's easy to understand. It makes it easy for anyone reading this. And like the old way of designing presentations was time consuming, energy draining. And honestly, you probably couldn't create something as nice as this. I personally couldn't anyway. And you can see how it's, for example, even taken our core principles and the ideas from our sales playbook and turn that into like really digestible ways to actually implement this stuff, right? So really powerful. And then on the right-hand side here, you can see as well, we have a client report, right? So we have a report that we can use for understanding this. We have a infographic, as you can see. So it talks about, okay, what we sell, how we win, etc., what we do, etc. And then also we even have, for example, a video. I'm just going to mute, but this does have narration over the top and you can play this full screen. And then you can see here, we have a full animated and narrated video, custom designed by the notebook with the information that we plugged in, right? So in literally a few seconds, you can automate infographics, slide decks, presentations, videos, even podcasts. If we actually go back here and we scroll to the right-hand side, you can see we have a bunch of podcasts and we even have a mind map, right? So if people are not sure, okay, I need to learn more about the playbook, but I'm not sure about, okay, for example, how to do end of day updates or how to analyze the client's content. We can click on that and they will actually give us information and break down each part of the report based on exactly what we need to do. So for example, like day-to-day activities, and then it tells you exactly what to do if you're learning this stuff, right? So for example, fill out the sales tracker, join the daily team sales meeting, track every lead, use the sales checklist if you know how many calls, do your end of day updates, right? It breaks everything down from a really long playbook into something that's absolutely awesome. Amara says, agreed. I hope you're agreeing with me. And then you can see here, we've got the responses inside the notebook. Now, if you need to set up, all you do is you go inside, like create a new notebook. And then whenever you want to learn or automate or create reports or slide decks or videos or podcasts around, you can go onto YouTube here. Let's say, for example, I want to learn about how to use, let's see what we got. Google Disco, right? Let's say I want to learn about Google Disco. I can take this video, plug that into NotebookLM, click on YouTube, paste that in, hit insert. And now based on that information, we can now custom train the notebook and automate audio, video, mind maps, reports, flashcards, quizzes, infographics, slide decks, and we can do all of that in one click. Now, if we need to customize them even more, we can click on the edit button here and we're good to go on that. Now, if we go back to Gemini here, we've got the deep research report being created. And as you can see, it's researching loads of different sources. So you can see, for example, it's researching like SEO Mars, I think. We've got Paddle, Reddit, even YouTube, Surfer SEO as well, all these different places, and then identifying the primary causes of churn based on all of these different sources. These are all specific to my industry and the SEO industry as a whole. And then as we scroll down, it's taking even more sources. Like, look at this. It's literally researching every single possible resource on the internet and then building out this report. Really cool. And it's also going to use Nano Bananas to create visuals for the report as well. Now, Sharifa says, is there a list of steps to do this? Yeah, so actually, if you go to the AI Success Lab, which is a completely free community where you can connect with 39,000 members, you can actually post inside the community here. It's quite an active community. And then inside the classroom, if you scroll fast, all of these automations, you can see we just keep adding new automations as soon as new updates come out. And if we scroll down, you can get access to the notes from today. So if we scroll to this section right here, what you're going to see is that we actually have a full implementation roadmap for using this stuff. So if you want to learn how to use Gemini 3, Notebook, etc., we have a list of full step-by-step actionable ways to learn and master this stuff within 30 days. So you can get that for free, link in the comments description. Now, if we go back to Gemini, it's right in the report. So that will take a few minutes to generate. You can see how easy this stuff is. And you've also got NotebookLM working there as well. All right. But I want to talk you through what you get inside the AI Profit Boarding, right? So first of all, you get the daily AI coaching calls. I'm live inside the community all the time, and you can just jump on camera inside the coaching course as well. So if you go inside the AI Profit Boarding here, go to the calendar, you can see all the coaching calls. We actually have 4 a week where you can just jump on live. It's myself and my team. So for example, we also have a PhD trained specialist in AI, Dr. Jeff. On those calls, you can get daily coaching support whilst you're building everything. All right. So most people give up at this point. They just go back to basic use and their dream of automation just stops. But if you had daily coaching support whilst building everything, would that help you? Absolutely, I think. And that's what you get inside the AI Profit Boarding here, right? You have 2 clear choices. You can take what you've learned today and try and figure it out alone, spend weeks testing, hit roadblocks, wonder if you're doing it right, maybe succeed eventually, maybe give up when it gets hard. Or choice number 2 is that you can join the AI Profit Boarding right now. You can get a 30% discount. You can get into the mastermind, start building today on the daily coaching calls. And the difference is speed and certainty. Okay. Like alone, you might figure this out in 6 months. With daily coaching, proven templates, active community support, you're building working systems this single week, right? We've actually got a challenge on right now for newcomers and everyone inside the boardroom to build your first AI automation and get your first win within the next 7 days. And you can see 17 people have already joined the challenge. So if you want to join in with us, visit the AI Profit Boarding, link in the comments description, and you get immediate access to the AI Profit Boarding training library with every Google ecosystem implementation, all my best tools and templates from today's live stream, tons of other systems, the community growth mastermind, and everything else. All right. Now, also what you get inside there is like the community growth playbook. So you'll see how I've scaled a school community. If you actually type in school here, you get all the training for that inside the classroom, as you can see. So all these different trainings are like how to scale your community. And this playbook is exactly how I've built the community out to 1,800 people in school. You also get the Facebook domination system, and it will show you how to automate content creation with Google's AI and then distribute it across Facebook and Facebook ads and Facebook groups and everything else. You get the AI avatar engine. And the AI avatar engine is something that saves me 4 hours a day, and it shows you how to create professional AI avatar videos for content, outreach, and everything else, right? So if you type in avatar here, you'll learn how to create AI avatar videos with this video tutorial and the step-by-step procedure. And all the information inside the classroom is unique and exclusive, right? So you won't find it anywhere else. And you can get that inside the AI profit boardroom, link in the comments description. Now, let's see what questions we got here. DJ says, we already answered that. Please share some information about Gemini CLI. So that kind of goes outside the scope, but if you type in the AI profit boardroom, Gemini CLI, you'll see all these different video tutorials, including one recently updated from just a couple of weeks ago, right? So if you want to get the latest information on how to use this with action plans and step-by-step procedures, you can get it inside the AI profit boardroom here. And you can see we actually date and update the new updates inside here, right? So if you want to learn, for example, the newest stuff that's just come out, you can see even for the 13th of December, we've added all this new information here. So it's all dated. It's all easy to go through as everything else, right? DJ says, I think it was your video that had said I could share my Gemini Pro. Do you know if it shows on your account that you have Pro? I think you just check in your settings and you can see if you're on the Pro or the normal plan. And then CTPT says, I've got 8 books ready to launch into Amazon KDP. I'm just trying to figure out how to do the covers correctly. So you can actually use Nano Banana for doing that. We actually, if you like ebooks, we actually have a one-click ebook generator with N8N, as you can see. And that shows you a full workflow on exactly how to go from like idea to generating a full notebook, launching it on Google Docs, and then creating like ebooks in one click. And I actually have a video tutorial that walks you through it as well. All right. Amara says, got it. Thank you. Awesome. All right. So that's basically it for Google Gemini. Thanks so much for watching.